What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nasher. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now 198 subs away from hitting 500 subs. Guys, we are getting closer and closer to 500. I know we can pull it off. Let's see if we can get to 500 possibly by the end of the year. But with that being said, if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because practically 100% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not even subscribed. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this. What would you consider to be the most overrated archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh's history? Let me know down in the comments below. And speaking of archetypes, today's video we actually have some brand new some brand new Vanquish Soul support that has been added to Duelist Advanced. Now, I'm gonna be honest, Vanquish Soul is actually kind of an interesting archetype. Just because of the fact that it can be splashed with pretty much like almost like any deck in the format. And it basically works well with it can get splashed with pretty much any deck in the format. It can work well with several other decks, including I think Albaz is definitely one. Kashtira is a second. And with these three new cards, who knows? Maybe we might, maybe we might see Vanquish Soul become a meta deck again. Who knows? But with that being said, let's get down to it. Kicking things off, we've got Vanquish Soul Holy Sue, which is a 5-star Earth Psychic with 500 attack, 2200 defense, and the effects read as follow. During the main phase, as a quick effect, you can reveal one other Vanquish Soul in your hand, Vanquish Soul monster in your hand, special summon this card from your hand. Second effect reads, as a quick effect, you can activate one of these effects by revealing monsters in your hand with the listed attributes, Earth and Dark. Take control of a monster your opponent controls with the lowest attack, your choice, if tied, until the end phase. Let's see here. Fire and Dark. Special summon a non-psychic Vanquish Soul monster from your deck. Can only use each effect once per turn and cannot activate more than one in the same chain. Okay, so this is basically Snatch Steal but better. This is literally Snatch Steal, which is perfect for perfect for the Link 2 plays, and just basically help Link climb, which a card like this basically prevents your opponent from comboing off, especially if you were to target one of their main combo pieces. The moment you're able to take control of that monster, then their whole deck is essentially dead, unless if they have a second copy in their hand, in which case they could still potentially combo off. But if that card in question is only a one of, and it's the main combo starter, guess what? They're screwed and they have no choice but to scoop. So this card is actually really insane. Really insane. Next up, we have Vanquish Soul Rocks, which is a rank 4 Dark Pyro Xyz with 2000 attack, 2500 defense, and requires 2 or more level 4 Vanquish Soul monsters. and the effects read as follow. Once per turn, if a Vanquish Soul monster battled this turn, you can also exceed 7 Vanquish Soul rocks by using 1 Vanquish Soul monster or a rock of the Vanquisher you control. Transfers materials to this card. Gains the following effects based on the attributes of its attached materials. Dark. All monsters your opponent controls lose 800 attack. Fire. Vanquish Soul monster control gain 1,000 attack. Earth, you can detach a material from this card to destroy a card your opponent controls. I mean, it's not bad. It's not one of the better ones. Excuse me, for the deck. Excuse me. But I will say, I think looking at this card, it's definitely a really good it's definitely a really good defender. But as far as its attack stat, I mean, yes, if you do have one of all 3 attributes, then you basically get to you basically get to use this card to its full power, and you basically would be able to pop pretty much any card that your opponent may have. However, the only downside is that if your opponent uses a card like Valor or a card such as Imperm, that you're basically screwed. And the only thing that you could potentially do is just rank climb up into cards like Downer Magician, going into Zeus, or going into Sky Crisis, which even both those cards, Zeus and Sky Crisis, are actually really good cards. So I mean, it's not bad. Just needs a little bit of work. I feel like I feel like the effect could have been better, but it is what it is. And now for the final card, it is known as Vanquish Soul Start, which is a field spell, and the effects read as followed. You can target one Vanquish Soul monster you control, add 1 Vanquish Soul monster with a different attribute from your deck to your hand. If a Vanquish Soul monster you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can reveal 1 Vanquish Soul monster in your hand instead. During your end phase, if you control 2 or more Vanquish Soul monsters, you can set 1 Vanquish Soul trap from your deck. You can only use each effect once per turn. So this is basically Rhoda, but better. This is better Rhoda, and this basically gives you pretty much everything you need to combo off to where your end board could potentially be what Underworld Goddess plus it'd be what Underworld Goddess plus what, maybe Borlode Savage Dragon and Unchained Abomination. That's actually not a bad board at all, with at least what, maybe a couple floodgates at best. It's not bad at all. I will say the Vanquish Soul cards are very unique in a way, just because of the fact that it's as I said at the top of the video, they can be splashed in with pretty much just about any deck in the format, which could be Albaz, Kashtira, could be just about anything, and it can even work well on its own as a pure build. Which honestly, there are some Vanquish Soul decks that have been built as pure builds, meaning that there's no added splash packages. It's just as is, and honestly, that's not bad. It's not that bad. But I will say, I think looking at these 3 cards, it is possible that the Vanquish Soul deck could make its way back into the format. I feel like if the archetype gave us a couple fusions, maybe a new synchro with a couple tuners, honestly, the deck might end up becoming one of the most powerful decks in the format. Because right now with the ban list that we just got, Riziel got hit, but not that much. They literally, I think they hit pretty much just about every deck in the format, but they're still playable. As crazy as it sounds, those decks are still playable, even with the ban list. And I'll even show you guys what I'm talking about. So let's see, Yu-Gi-Oh ban list here. So as of right now, the ban list sits as this: Nightmare Griffin banned, Link Decoder banned, Abyss Dweller banned, Bahamut Shark banned, Abyssal Druid's Worm limited, Dimension Shifter limited, Masterpiece limited, Mathemax Circular limited, which is very funny, Riziel Detonator, Riziel Detonator limited, Bonfire limited, Brilliant Fusion limited, Crossout Designator limited, Triple Tactics Talent limited. Let's see here. Collapse Serpent. Let's see. A Black Dragon. Limited. Exit Riziel limited. Ice Riziel limited. Malice Dormouse limited. Malice White Rabbit limited. Sorry. Semi-limited. All of them semi-limited. Morphine Jar semi-limited. Snake Eye Ash and Poplar semi-limited. Sword Riziel semi-limited. Unchained Soul Sharvara semi-limited. White Dragon unlimited. Malice in Underground semi-limited. Cyber Jar off the list. Danger Jackalope and Tsuchinoko off the list. Ava off the list. And Monkey Board off the list. So they literally brought back some of the most broken decks in the game's history. They brought back Danger Thunder Dragon. They've brought back Pepe in its true form. They've brought back Rescue Ace Snake Eye, which makes no sense whatsoever. Snake Eye is still one of the best decks in the format, and Yubel is still running rampant. They've even also brought back Dragon Rulers as well, with all the rulers, I believe, all at 3. Literally they brought all the Dragon Rulers to 3, including the baby rulers. So right now, the next format, this upcoming format, is gonna be Blue Eyes, Dragon Ruler, Danger Thunder Dragon, Pepe, and Snake Eye, Rescue Ace, or Snake Eye Riziel, or Snake Eye in general. Those are going to be the 5 decks where the next 5 to 7 months, that's the format. And with Vanquish Soul getting those 3 new cards released, maybe they might inject themselves into that format. Only time will tell. But with that being said, that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.